This is the tub side of my bathroom that I rebuilt using Go board as the backer board. In this video, I'm going to share my thoughts about using Go board and whether I would use it again. I rebuilt the tub side of my shower as well as my whole shower, and we'll be breaking down all the steps in separate videos. This wall area is on an exterior wall, so before I installed Go board, I wanted to make sure the installation was actually doing its job. I decided to invest in a heat sensor to check for spots that needed more insulation. The yellow spots you're seeing on the sensor are areas in the wall where heat is coming through. Those are the areas that could use a little more insulation. Adding more insulation is a quick, easy fix with new insulation and spray foam. I used Great Stuff Gaps and Cracks to seal all the edges where the sheathing or the plywood meets with the studs. Only outer walls need insulation, so I only did this on those walls. You wear a mask when you're doing this because all that dust that comes off of the insulation is from demo along with fiberglass in the insulation itself. So wearing a mask and long sleeves helps prevent you getting that in your lungs and prevents itchy skin. I did a quick check afterwards with the thermal imaging camera and it looked much better. So now I was ready to seal up the walls. This is where Go board comes in. Technically for a tub area, you can use green or purple drywall, which are mold resistant, but I've had enough leaks in my life that I wanted something a little more waterproof. My kids use this bathtub more than I do, and we all know kids like to splash water, so I wanted this area to not just be water resistant, I wanted it to be waterproof. Let me tell you what I like about Go board. Number one, it's lightweight, so it was very easy for me to load and unload it from my truck. Number two, it's affordable. I am using 1/2 inch Go board, and at the time of this recording, each 3x5 sheet is $25. That is a little more expensive than traditional cement board, but the ease of installation makes it worth it, which leads me to reason number 3 of why I like Go board. The installation is very DIY friendly. You screw the board into studs just like you would do with drywall. Go board recommends using cement screws and Go board fasteners to attach these boards to the studs. This is how I waterproofed between the seams and over the screws. When adding a new panel, I used sealant on the edge of the installed panel before I butt up the next panel against it. This is to make sure the joints are completely filled and sealed. I then add the washers where I want to put screws, which of course would be on a stud, and then I screw the board into the studs. It really is very similar to installing drywall. You just have to keep in mind you are creating a waterproof barrier. Therefore, you cannot have any areas where there are holes or openings where water can penetrate through to the studs. Once all my panels were fastened, I went back and covered each seam and all the screws with sealant. I chose to use the Go board sealant because it was readily available at my local Lowe's. In fact, most of the supplies I used in this project are from Lowe's. The only tool that I didn't get at Lowe's was the Milwaukee caulk gun, which, if you're doing a project that requires lots of caulk or silicone, it is worth the investment. Your hands will thank you. Last but not least, the fourth thing I loved about Go board is how easy it is to cut. I used a utility knife for all my cuts. Again, pretty similar to cutting drywall. You score and you cut, and then you're done. Once I sealed everything, now I was left with tackling the transition between the drywall and the Go board. So the first thing I did was add a V-notch to the drywall and remove any loose paper from the surface of the drywall. I mixed up some hot mud to pre-fill the seams, waited a few hours, sanded, and then added 2 coats of all-purpose mud. Now, the only complaint I have about Go board is that because it contains fiberglass, your skin will feel itchy if you don't wear gloves when handling it. I learned that the hard way. I watched so many videos about the installation process and no one mentions this. So if you have sensitive skin like I do, please wear gloves. So installing the Go board panels took me 2 days to complete. But if you have a few hours to dedicate to a build like this, you could probably tackle it in like a matter of hours, like maybe half a day. My projects in particular usually take me a little longer because I'm a mom, because I was literally just trying to move along. So this area here probably took me about 3 weeks to get done from start to finish. But again, if your schedule is a little more flexible, you could probably get this done in about a week or so. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like the video. And if you want to follow along on the journey of rebuilding this bathroom, don't forget to subscribe. I will be putting out more videos of the process along the way. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'm always happy to chat. Happy DIYing!